welcome to Service Academy News, and let's get right into this one. Over the past week, Pete Hegseth, the Secretary of War, summoned all the admirals and generals and senior military leaders from around the world to show up at Quantico, Virginia, the Marine Corps base, for a big meeting. There was a lot of rumors flying around on what this meeting was about. Were we going to war with Iran? Were we going to have a big military operation that was global? A lot of rumors were about. There's also a lot of funny rumors flying around that they all were going to have to show up and take a PT test. Well, it turns out that maybe the PT test wasn't such a rumor, because a couple of things that come out of it. The one thing we're going to discuss right here, right now, is how it affects you at the service academies and going to the service academy. So let me just read this quotes here from Secretary of War Pete Hegseth that were published in The Hill, and I'll put a link down below for that. So Pete Hegseth has imposed the highest military standards for all combat roles in the United States military. Quote here right from him. At my direction, each service will ensure that every requirement for every combat MOS, for every designated combat arms position, returns to the highest male standards only. Because this is a job of life or death. Standards must be met and not just met at every level. We should seek to exceed the standard to push the envelope to compete. If women can make it, excellent. If not, it is what it is. It would also mean that weak men won't qualify because we're not playing games. This is combat, this is life or death. Wow. So he has just laid it down that if you want to be in a combat MOS, you have to meet the highest male standards. No more male and female standards. That's over with. So what does it mean for you who are going to the academy and who are at the academy? Well, those of you at the academy, I think it's probably shaking you up right now. For you young ladies there who want to go into a combat MOS, Marine Corps Infantry, or at West Point Ground Infantry, it's probably asking yourselves a lot of questions right now because that is really close and that is really on your radar. For those of you young women who are looking to go to a service academy, you probably have a lot of questions too. I will just put this out there right now, and I'm not going to be political here, but if you enter the competition for a service academy today and you get selected, you will be in the class of 2029. That will be after the Trump presidency. We don't know what's going to happen 4 years from now. We don't know who's going to be the next president. You could see the great change between the Biden administration and the Trump administration in just 6 months of 2025. So things can change. For those of you applying to a service academy for the class of 2029 or the class of 2030, this is going to have a lot of impact on you. A lot of you young ladies out there who want to do traditional male jobs are going to have to ask yourself, can you meet those physical standards? And I hope that you can. I hope that you can do it. But if you can't get close now, you got to ask yourself, will you get close and be able to pass those standards in the future? So what do I suggest you do? If you are interested in going to a service academy, keep on that interest. Keep on pursuing that dream and go and do it. You never know what the future will hold. You never know once you get there what opportunities will present itself. It might be a combat role, or it might be a support role, or it might be something totally different that we don't even know about today. So keep focused, keep your dream, keep on working hard to go to the service academy. Things change quickly. Now, for those of you who are at the academy and are soon to go on active duty, Pete Hegseth also wants to do the PT test twice a year. So for my friends in the Marine Corps, I'm sure they're loving this. It's not a problem. For my friends in the Navy and the Air Force, they're probably going, we're going to have to do this twice a year. Yes, you guys on ships and submarines, you're going to have to do it twice a year. If you guys in the Army, should be no problem. But get out there and do what you got to do. If you are applying to a service academy, I have to tell you right now, you must be in your top physical shape going into the academy. Because the way that I see that Pete Hegseth is going to run things, Things will be different physically at all these service academies, including the Merchant Marine Academy and the Coast Guard Academy. They will just follow along. So good luck to you. I hope you get what you want. And keep an eye on what Secretary of War Pete Hegseth is doing, because it will affect your future. Bye now, and thank you for watching Service Academy News.